Well, howdy do, people. What's going on? This is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, and apparently, according to this, it keeps saying, well, it flashed that I was having a bad connection, but oh well. Happy Sunday to everybody. This happens to be a Sunday. If you're catching this live, whoever this little three viewers, Tamana Ali Bay, peace to you. To this reading, okay? I gotta finish up the last four. Oh yeah, J Lo, what's going on? Yeah, how are y'all doing today? How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday, Jennifer Fields. I'm hoping, well, it's my intention that everybody's well today, as well as they can be. I'm doing some shout outs here. So please listen, I'm gonna tighten it up, okay? I understand those who ain't on the live broadcast and all that. And I do want to Loretta Deeds. I feel it. I'm gonna wrap it around me tight. You understand? Yeah, well, Lo says, yes, I'm waiting for my Taurus to wrap it up. Well, your Taurus is coming shortly. Today. Okay? Emily. Oh shit, for real. She says, been watching you all afternoon. I feel very honored. Loretta Deeds, you should be smiling just like that emoji. You are a Cancer. If your moon is in Cancer, or if Cancer is residing in a very regarding maybe a situation, circumstance, or person that you are concerned with, then this reading is just for you. It's just what the doctor ordered. Epiphany 1214. Hello. Anita Heron. Hello to you too. Pausing magic just Loretta Deeds, I really appreciate you stopping by to watch live, even though you are a Cappy, okay? So I do appreciate the support. When is the Arthur McClinton, what's going on, guy? When is the ebook coming out? I don't know if you already said, but I'm just joining. Hey, not a problem, son. Not a problem. The You're in Luck one is coming out towards the end of this month. And the Hex Texture X book is also, yes, Petty Magic is real, folks. And I'm exploring all kinds of different shit and all kinds of different publications. I'm taking kind of like weird forms of magic or weird things that ain't really been talked about too much, and we're writing a little book on it. So the Hex Texture X, of course, what better day than we got coming out besides February 14th? There it is. So I'm gonna start promoting the first book. And a lot of that is also protection and cleansing based, believe it or not. You wouldn't think. But think about it, as above, so below, as it says in the book. My father used to tell me how he would and this is also in the thing, but how he would urinate on bullets when they was in Vietnam. And that way, if they didn't catch you with a lethal shot, if you got hit with something, and you didn't you didn't get no attention or medical attention, you out there in the bush, you're fucked. So a lot of different things have magical correspondences, as above, so below. So look at the physical attributes and things of that nature. Sometimes they are very telling to their unseen or spiritual, because everything has a spiritual essence to it. But enough of my blah 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 blah. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Mr. Arthur. Okay. Uh, Peace, God, for watching. Period. Too. I appreciate you. Epiphany 1214 says, where attention goes, energy flows. We're already at 4 or 5 minutes. Let me get on with this goddamn reading. All right. So let's see what's going on for Cancer. All right. And yes, guess what, Cancers? All my crusty crustaceans out there, I'm using the Spanish deck. Not the strip deck either, the regular Spanish deck, okay? Okay. So, as I get into this reading, I'm not going to be responding to comments just because I want to really focus. And when you're doing this type of thing, you have to be able to focus. But sometimes I get too much. I get distracted by my fam because I love them. So, okay. Yeah. So let's get into this here. Let's see what's coming out here. Now, I already did like a meditation for y'all cancers here. Let me just, if I could show you here, this is some of your cards here. Okay, so we're about to see what it do. Okay, Cancer, some of you cancers right now. Wow, this is kind of interesting, very interesting. I can see some shit going on already. All right, now some of you cancers have been having a very difficult time. Okay, this is that Four of Coins. Okay, now I don't know exactly how for each and every one of you, but there has been a tear at your sense of security. Okay, somewhere, and I can already tell you some of you where that tear is at. Okay, so there's definitely your sense of security and stability in something has been shaken lately. Okay, now this could be financial, could be resulting in finances, manifesting as finances, but I think there's other deeper shit here. To Wanda Vance, hello, my favorite crustacean. All right, so and I think this has to do with this. All right, and this is a Three of Cups. Okay, the Three of Cups in this case for you at this time is reversed. Okay, so let's just dip into the obvious. Okay, some of you are involved with somebody who's involved with somebody. Okay, you are in some type of a triangle, whether you are orchestrating it or whether you are a unknown participant in it. Now, for those of you who that applies to, okay, even though you don't consciously know it, okay, there are energetic effects from such activities, which is why, especially if you have laid back down with your busy lover, okay, if you're not the one orchestrating it, which is why there's an energetic transfer, okay, there's also an information transfer. Okay, so they might have it locked down cold with the secret. Okay, it's a secret. Okay, and you don't know, but something in you does, and that's why you've been feeling like you're going fucking nuts lately. Okay, and you don't know where sometimes all of a sudden shit's just popping up. You're like, where in the fuck is this coming from? Because there's interference. Okay, you ever heard of Three's Company? Three's third wheel, if you will. There's a third wheel here. Now, for some of you, you might not be aware that you are the third wheel. Okay? Tawana Vance says, people be trying to get me in third party shit. I'm telling you. And some of your crustacean sisterin and brethren, they're dealing with this too. Like I said, there may be a few of you crustaceans out there who are orchestrating a 3-person or 4-person party. Okay? But for those of you who are unassumingly involved in one, okay, this is for you. All right, so besides, yeah, like I said, that's also why you're feeling what you're feeling. Okay, nothing happens for just nothing. You ain't just cool and peaceful all of a sudden and get some ill ass fucking thought. Now, there's different reasons for that, but a lot of times it's because something is trying to get your attention, and sometimes by way of even your ancestors or whoever that you have watching over you, they try and tell you some shit. Now, what most people are going to do is shrug it out, get something to eat, do something to distract themselves, watch TV, hop on their phone, even watch a YouTube video, But the fact of the matter remains that this issue is here, and it's showing up, and it's one of the first things that was popping out to me, okay? Um, so let's see what else we have here. I don't know if there's any of you cancers out there who are writing, okay? Who are writing or writers, or you got some type of project that is a creative project, but I'm feeling specifically here with this gentleman right here in his tights, um, that he is a writer. So that means you're a writer, and or you've been thinking about writing. You've been really, really thinking about writing. The doors are open for you. You know what I'm saying? The doors are open for you. And if you so happen to be going through a situation that's just not making sense right now, okay? This motherfucker been saying shit that ain't adding up. I don't want to make a fucking ass out of myself and falsely accuse somebody, but goddamn it, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling some kind of way. Now, if that's you, you can also help yourself by writing, okay? I'm not saying it's going to cure the problem or the, whatever the situation is, but it's going to help you personally. And who knows, you might have some type of a book or article that just catches fire on the internet that can help somebody else, which can propel you into other things. But there is a I'm gonna have to channel Jimmy Popoff. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. There is a heavy the Lord that told me there's a heavy anointing on some of you to write. Pick up that pen, let your fingers stroke that keyboard, huh? And ejaculate the words out your soul. Okay, so that is for you for someone. On another note, also, I feel like some of you cancers are actually maturing in certain ways where your communication is actually beginning to take on another level, step up, if you will. So I want to commend those of you who that applies to. All right. Now, whew, in addition, and this I feel may also have to do with some of these extracurricular activities of some whoever it is, whether it's you, whether it's not. Even if you're the one orchestrating a third party, you could have participants in it that, well, let me just cut to the chase here. Somebody's working on somebody here, okay? There is definitely some magic being done. I feel like it's also some type of domination, some head turning. Sex can be also used as magic. Sex can be used to, capture one's imagination, one's thought process. They can move right on into that mental real estate of yours and occupy much of your time in thinking. Okay, so definitely, yeah. Tournivet said, no, not to pop off. So yeah, there's somebody is working on somebody. Okay, now there's a bunch of you cancers out there. Okay, so obviously some of you are putting in some work. Some of you are occultist, magician, magi, bruja, whatever you want to call it. And you've been putting that flame to them. You've been putting them in a jar. You've been putting them under your foot. You've been putting them in the graveyard. You've been doing something, okay? Now, the other side of that, of course, is some of you are being worked on and you don't know it, okay? But that's also why you feel so entrenched or entangled in certain situations or to certain people, okay? That's also why. And what's kind of coming through for me is this work is kind of relatively new. So it's not like it's been going on for years or some shit, some generational curse or some shit like that. No, this is like kind of brand new, if you will. Okay. So, where have you been also holding back, Cancer? I feel still that some of you cancers have been suppressing yourselves. Okay. It's time to let yourselves it's time to treat yourselves to some fulfillment also. Okay, it's time to let loose. It's time to you know go out and have some drink. It's time to, some of you have been kind of strict with yourselves in certain ways. It's time to just, hey, let go of that for a minute. Okay, and believe me, I know it's counterintuitive, but it does serve a purpose. You can't just be so disciplined and diligent about something just all the time. There does have to be a time for, and also to recharge your willpower batteries where you just let yourself go. So I also feel for some of you there might be a trip coming up, even if it's just a day trip or a weekend trip, okay? But there is some source of maybe relaxation, but maybe turning up too, you know? So there's also some of that. There's also a need, and I'm seeing this is actually going to happen for some of you. You guys are actually also, this 5 is expressive, okay? It wants to express itself, okay? So there is some emotion that you have that's going to be expressed, okay? In a way that's kind of been unparalleled as of late for you, okay? Because like I said, I feel like some of you been suppressing yourselves. So when this finally comes out, and I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be like super aggressive or you're going to be throwing shit and tearing shit up, you know, shooting the gun up in the roof and, you know, y'all motherfuckers listen. No, I'm just saying it's going to be in a very rare fashion for you, okay? Now, uh, I also feel that some of you cancers have been learning some things, have been having some challenges with yourself physically also, okay? And of course, depending, I'm seeing a cancer also here with a lot of I would say headaches or something, possibly even migraines, um, and or also sinus problems, okay? But I feel like there has been some health challenges. Those are going to be lifting, okay? Whether it's from something that you're doing, maybe you've been consciously making it a point to do some type of energetic work to heal yourself, or whether you just find yourself getting yourself in a better state where your body can just, since you're not bogged down with all this stress and worry or something, then your body can start to do what it naturally does, which is move you to optimum health, okay? But yeah, so that's definitely something that's coming up for you. I feel like there's some type of, there's going to be like a aha moment, like I said, when it comes to this, whatever this little health or physical challenge is that you're experiencing, some type of physical challenge, okay? And of course, even though certain things might be going on, you know, this goes right along with the writer too. You got the 9 of clubs and you got the 10 of clubs, almost in order here. So this also has, you know what? I don't know who this is for. And this might only be for one person, but that's okay. You need to share your fucking story, okay? Because it has a much, much greater purpose than just being some form of entertainment, being something that somebody reads. This is also going to assist people and kind of like spark their light, okay? Your story of whatever it is, somehow it relates to also universal knowledge, okay? That's why you got this 9 of penises here, okay? And it is right side up, you know? Nah, I'm joking, folks. It's the 9 of clubs. It's just the artwork is funny to me. Yeah, so you're gonna want to do that, all right? You're gonna want to do that. This, and I know you've already had an inkling to do this. You just kind of been masturbating on it. You know what I'm saying? You've been masturbating on it. You've been bullshitting. You know, you've been bullshitting. So it's, universe is like saying, hey, look, share that, and share it in the way that only you can. You have a gift that you need to share. That's totally unique to you, okay? So also, this is also reflecting some type of a Gemini energy here. I don't know what you cancers got, but who this Gemini is, okay? There's also a Gemini energy popping up for some of you, okay? This might even be who you're dealing with, though, for some, okay? For the third party shenanigans, okay? This might also be them, or they might have this in their Mars and Venus, which could also cause one to act erratic. Okay, speaking of, since I am one with Gemini in my Mars. Last but not least, though, don't fret. Do not fret. Okay, because things are going to be looking up in your work, whatever that is. And for a small segment of you cancers, this means your spiritual work. And you know what this is saying? This is the time now. I understand how the physical and the mundane world can grab your attention, yank you, but this is the time to put your spiritual work first. And by doing that, you're going to empower yourself, and your spiritual work is going to start empowering just your whole program. Okay? No, it's not easy at times. And the hardest part is always that little voice inside that wants to get you to doubt. Like, what are you really doing? We've talked about that voice before. But one of the keys here for you is definitely making your spiritual work primary, especially at this time right now, Cancer. Okay? So that is what I have for you, crustaceans. And I trust that this information will find its rightfully, clawed owner. Okay, it will get to who it needs to get to, and if there's something you could take from this, then I feel like I have did my job. Okay, I will be returning because we are speaking of a Gemini. We're going to be dealing with with you Geminis out there, so we are going to be speaking to the Geminis, and also, I do feel like there's one or two cancers that I can assist also. And you can submit a callback request for me so that way we can discuss and dive right into whatever questions you have. And I understand some are not ready for that. That is perfectly fine. I am speaking to those who are, taking their whole shit by the horns. I'm talking about the ones who are bold, who have the audacity to do so, okay? Because it does take a certain amount of courage, too. Because if you've never had a consultation or reading, some have, some are serial people who go to readers and stuff like that. I get that. That's fine. But, it can be intimidating. It can be intimidating. But this is the good part. Me and your subconscious mind and your guides will do the heavy lifting, okay? And sometimes the aha is a day or two or three out from the consultation. Sometimes it's during the actual consultation, you know what I mean? But there is something there for you. So you can find that when this video is finally, I'm going to go back and fill out the spots. You can find all the information in the description box for those who are that one. Okay? But if not, I hope there's something here you could take. It's absolutely free. And some type of, information alone is nothing unless we do something with it. Okay? Sometimes that's picking up the phone and reaching out to get some clarity on something. Sometimes that's taking whatever the information is and using it, flipping it, freaking it for you and your purposes in the way that serves you best. All right? So I am Shango Ray. I shall return with my Geminis. Peace and blessings.